As the movie begins, four college students on a rafting trip in West Virginia appear on the scene. They were all camping together, but Trey is missing from their group, so Alex goes to search for him. Sophie and Brent are left behind alone. Suddenly, an arrow pierces Sophie. They are yet unaware of the situation when another arrow strikes, putting Sophie's eye out, and she dies on the spot. Observing this, Brent escapes. At that moment, Alex arrives and sees Three Finger ingesting Sophie's eye. She hides, seeing him. Meanwhile, Trey also arrives carrying wood. Three Finger attacks him. Trey flees into the forest to save his life, but Three Finger murders him. Entrapped, Brent also becomes a victim of mutants. Now, Alex is the only survivor among her friends. After this, a prison in West Virginia is shown where some prisoners are being transferred to another facility. This authority is given to 3 police officers. There are a total of 5 prisoners, one of them being Chavez, the head of a crime organization. The transfer procedure was scheduled to be held 2 days later. However, the police learned that Chavez's gang plans to hijack the bus en route to release Chavez forcefully. As a result, they plan the transfer on an urgent basis, changing their route to the dangerous Paper Mill Road. They lead the prisoners onto the bus. Along the way, they stop at a police station where they meet Sheriff Carl and Deputy Lane. The nephew of Three Finger, named Three Toes, also appears. He is the same child from the previous part, who was provided food by Three Finger. Although he is still very young, he sets traps. He entrapped himself, so Three Finger helps him. Then both leave after setting the trap. The transfer continues after leaving the police station. Driving on the road of the paper mill, a truck begins to follow them, driven by Three Finger. He punctures the truck's wheel with barbed wire, causing the truck to veer off the road. Getting off the truck, Three Finger observes them but avoids attacking. A police officer brings the prisoners outside. Taking advantage of a moment, Chavez snatches the gun from the officer. Preslow points his gun at Chavez from behind, but a knife pierces his neck before he can act, killing him instantly. The prisoners think it's a trick by Chavez's gang members. However, an attack of countless arrows begins on Chavez. They realize the attack isn't from Chavez's gang members. Chavez orders Nate to unchain everyone. Nate replies that the key was left in the bus, which is now on fire and could explode at any moment. Officer Walter is also in the bus. Nate retrieves the keys and brings Walter out just in time. Although the keys are damaged, Chavez spares Nate's life, believing he is the only one who can get them out of the forest. They move ahead, and a girl attacks Nate from the bushes. It's Alex, who warns them about a mutant that eats people. Nobody takes her seriously, despite her warning about the rafting trip. Chavez rudely asks her to lead them to the location. She does so, and they find an overturned bus with the back door locked. Chavez sends Nate to check it out, where he finds his gun and the key, handing the gun to Walter. They find a large amount of money in the truck. Chavez orders each of them to take 2 bags, but Walter, injured, cannot hold a bag. Chavez forces him to lift them anyway. When Walter points his gun at Chavez, he discovers it's unloaded. Chavez shoots Walter in the head. Under pressure, Nate cannot intervene. Chavez orders everyone to move forward, with Alex leading. While walking, she steps on a trap, but Nate saves her. It was set by Three Toes, who then attacks them. Chavez shoots him down, but Alex informs him it wasn't the mutant. Chavez leaves a hint for Three Finger. When Three Finger arrives, he finds Three Toes' head fixed on a wooden stick, becoming enraged. Moving forward, they encounter a hanging trap. Chavez catches it, but Willie realizes it's a trap and saves Chavez, sacrificing his own life. Chavez rewards him by cutting his legs, freeing him from the chains. They move quickly. Deputy Lane gathers information about missing students. Sheriff Carl worries as he hasn't received a single call from Nate. Believing the bus is hijacked, he searches for it while Lane searches for the college students. On the other side, they reach an old cabin. Finding tools there, they cut their chains. Moving ahead, they notice Three Fingers' truck, which is a trap set for them. Despite knowing this, Chavez forces Crawford, a prisoner, to go there. As Crawford approaches the truck, Three Finger drives it, trapping him in barbed wire. Driving on the roadway, he drags Crawford along at full speed until Crawford is dead. On the other side, Floyd attacks Chavez when he gets a chance, and Alex and Nate escape. Chavez beats Floyd severely, leaving him half dead. Another prisoner also escapes. Meanwhile, the sheriff arrives at the bus location and then goes into the forest to search for Nate, taking his dog with him. Brandon suggests to Chavez that they should search for Nate and leave the money behind. Chavez agrees and leaves the money temporarily. They eventually find Nate, and Chavez is about to kill him, but Nate informs him about a nearby watchtower for contacting help. Chavez gives him a last chance and takes him there. They find the watchtower burnt to ashes, set ablaze by the three mutant brothers. Finding nothing there, Chavez is about to shoot Nate, but the sheriff's dog catches him at the spot. The sheriff himself arrives just in time. However, Three Finger, sitting in a tree, throws a wooden piece that pierces the sheriff's mouth, killing him. Chavez immediately points the gun at Nate, snatching it from the sheriff. Chavez then returns to retrieve his money. Floyd is trying to escape with all the money, but Chavez hears him and moves towards him. Three Finger burns Floyd by throwing a Molotov cocktail at him, and all the money goes up in smoke. They try to escape, but Three Fingers' truck blocks their path again. Chavez throws Alex in front of the truck and then returns to take her. Nate tries to save Alex, but is caught by Chavez. As Chavez is about to shoot Nate, Brandon knocks him out, and both Alex and Nate leave him there. Three Finger takes Alex to his house and ties her up. They also find Deputy Lane's dead body, who was killed by Three Finger earlier. Brandon tries to escape but is caught and beaten unconscious by Chavez. As Chavez continues forward, Three Finger appears, and a deadly conflict ensues. Chavez distorts Three Finger's face, making it unrecognizable. However, Three Finger ultimately gains the upper hand, opens Chavez's skull, and eats his brain, celebrating his victory. Nate finds the sheriff's dog, which leads him to Alex. He releases Alex, and as they are about to leave, Three Finger attacks them. Three Finger is about to kill Nate, but Alex kills Three Finger by piercing him with a wooden piece that held Three Toes' head. They escape in Three Finger's truck, but Three Finger is still alive and comes after them. He catches Nate, causing the truck to crash into a tree and catch fire. Brandon arrives and rescues both of them. However, Three Finger captures Nate again, but Nate thrusts a tool into him and hits him on the truck. The truck explodes, burning Three Finger. Releasing Brandon, Nate allows him to leave. After a while, the police force arrives, and Nate and Alex survive. Nate, however, returns for the money and is killed in a secret attack. Brandon, the only one released after trust was established, gets the money but is also killed by another mutant who arrives there. Nobody knew who that mutant was. It is still a mystery to this day. The story ends here with it.